Hi everybody. Oops. Wet, cold day today. This is what the yard usually looks like in the spring. We built this berm so the chickens would be out of the water and I could walk to them. Looks like it's working, but I think it's pushing the water even farther up the yard. So this is to remind me to extend this walkway at my earliest opportunity. I'm bringing the girls some meat this morning. They're all mad because they're locked up. But it's just ooky. There's no reason for them to be out here today. So I was watching a video from a woman named Randall. I'll put a link in the description thing. Come on, babies. Come on. Scooch. Scooch. And she's a British psychotherapist. And she's talking about she's got a series. I just listened to the first one. She's talking about people's reaction to knowing the facts about climate change. I actually heard of her through Radio Ecoshock, which is a really great program. It's been on for a long time. The guy interviews like tons of actual scientists. It's where I get most of my climate information from. I'll put a link to that too. It's a really good podcast. Anyway, she did this amazing presentation. I listened to that. Oops, you see them for a minute? I listened to that on his channel, and then I went and found her on YouTube. And the very first episode, she's talking about how people can. Well, this actually happened. They're throwing meat at me right now. That she was in an office where they work on climate change issues, and discussing with a woman there the sea ice situation. And, it's kind of a heavy conversation to have. And the woman got a phone call in the middle of the conversation. And she planned a plane flight while she was talking on the phone. And it's like, there's this, sorry about my finger. I don't know why it's doing that. There's this split, right? Where you know something, but then if you're not living to it, it's kind of, I would think it'd be pretty harmful. And I have a couple of dear friends that just asked us recently if we would fly somewhere with them, and I said, I no, we don't fly anymore because of, it's like, besides having children, it's like the worst thing you can do for the climate. And they said, well, I guess a cruise ship is out of the question too. We just laughed and said, yeah, like, I know it doesn't. Hi, sweetheart. Look at you with your little meat beak. Look at you. I know it doesn't. Can you hold still for the camera? No. I know it doesn't make any difference on a global scale. Oopsie. I see what you want. You're trying to go out, huh? Yeah, I know. It's a tough life, huh? I know it doesn't make any difference on a global scale. I also stopped eating sushi a while back too, which I adore. I used to work in a sushi joint. They got me hooked. But once I found out how many fish there are left in the ocean, and that I think we're gonna have more plastic than fish in the ocean pretty soon, I just couldn't do it anymore. And there was a word that she used, which it wasn't dissonance, but something like that, like a disconnect for those of us, like holding this cell phone in my hand, right, making this video and putting it on the internet. Those are all things that I'm doing that are making the situation worse. Even though, like, I know what's happening. And I think we all have, at this point, I mean, everybody, more meat flying at me. Everybody knows what's going on. I think it's important to, for me, like, think about what I'm willing to, I guess, be a huge hypocrite on and what I'm not. Listen, do you hear that plane going overhead right now? And I guess airplanes is my line, and sushi is a line. I love fish, but no more. Can't do it. Oh, Morella. So yeah, I think if I was to get on a plane now, the dissonance or the disconnect would be too much for me. But apparently I'm okay with this phone. Like I've somehow rationalized that to myself. Looks like we have a little moisture coming down there. I think they're high enough up where they're okay. They've really built this up over the winter with the leaves I put in. So yeah, just I think in our food we're pretty not what I would call perfect, whatever that is, by any means, but at least reducing the harm. And I guess I need to consider what other ways I might be disconnected from what I know is happening. Anyway, just musing about that today. I hope everybody has a great day. Let me know what you all think. Like, what are your lines and how did you come across them? I don't have like a overarching theory of this at all. But anyway, I'll put the row link and the Radio Ecoshock links in the description. Thanks. Bye.